and welcome back to the Just Women Live podcast.
I'm Lyn, Sophie, and we're going to introduce Juliette Karaman, who has this amazing business called Relationship, Intimacy, Touch. And we met her at the last Just Women Live in March, and it was incredible to meet her. And she has got so many interesting attributes that I've never met anyone else have. She's got an interesting background from living in Texas and living in Italy, living in Spain, living all over the place, and now lives in England, and we're lucky to have her here on the sofa. So tell me a little bit about your business, how you started this, what made you start it?
Yeah, your journey.
What was the journey starting from?
Thank you for having me, first of all. I'm excited to be here, and your event was so incredible.
Different.
It was fun. There were incredible women in the room. It was just, there was a whole vibe.
Great
The
vibe.
energy
And then
was just incredible.
you saw your video of you dancing. It was a good dance.
My little new hip.
Great.
So every single bit of my journey has been following the breadcrumbs, I call it. I'm on Substack, and that's how I sign off every week. I'm like following the breadcrumbs, because it was like I needed a modality for myself to heal or to overcome things. And then I use it with my clients now. So Dutch, living in the UK for 27 years now, got divorced at one point and then got together with a guy with 3 children. So between us, 7 children. Got a house together. Different schools, different personalities, everything. Yeah. I did not listen to my body, so I spent 9 months in and out of hospital fainting. Long story short, we split up, and then I found myself, still not being able to do anything. And that's when I really dove into personal development more and got into conscious sexuality. Yeah. So I remember going to this event, and it was called a turn on. And I was like, what is this? A turn on?
Where was that? In Brighton?
No, this was in London.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept coming across this. I had read Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Body, and I'd come across something called orgasmic meditation. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but somehow it got into my subconscious. Yeah. So somehow I found that again when I was sitting on my sofa, fainting and not being able to move. And everything in me said, no, don't go. You don't have time. You can't even get to the cab by yourself. You'll need someone to support you there, etc., etc. And it just kept showing up. So I went there, and the questions that they asked me were so personal that I was like, oh my God, I was put in a hot seat. And I'm like, I don't know what you do. I don't care, but I just want more of it.
Wow. See.
Wow.
Amazing. So you really wanted more. So is that why that's what you got into? That's
what I got into. And that really opened up. I mean, I'd already been in psychology. I'd already been a SENCO, special educational needs coordinator. But that really opened up my healing of my own trauma.
Sure. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
So now you invite people to come to you at your house?
And what are they normally struggling with, people that come to you?
So I work with couples that haven't had any sex, usually.
Right.
Very often I work with sexual traumatized women.
So
that
they've
may
been
not
abused or they've...
Yeah, they may not even
raped.
remember because our subconscious, our subconscious doesn't remember. So that was my story as well.
Yeah.
And I teach the men to actually hold presence, because at this moment in time, there are so many men that want to not be classed as the CNN people, the Report or the Manosphere or the Epstein files, but they don't know how to have that capacity, how to hold them. They reach for her and she freezes and they don't know what's going on. So they basically live like roommates.
That's right.
So I teach them not, obviously, the sex part, but how to hold presence and how to have like different touch off the body. I'm a hypnotherapist and EMDR therapist, so I take them through basically everything just to remove those imprints, those patterns.
Gosh. So you have two of them together?
I do VIP days is either one-on-one or then I do couples as well. And I've been flown out to different places all over
And
the
that
world
works
to actually
and that
do
helps?
Yeah,
that
it really
works.
does. But usually I work with them online for a little bit
Start with.
before we go
Yeah.
because a full-on 6-hour intensive is
Too much.
is a lot.
I bet.
Yeah.
Goodness. So you invite them after they've done a few online, you invite them to your house.
Yeah.
And I saw something on your Instagram where you did a lot of touch, where you held someone's shoulders and she burped and she used to do breath work again. And
It's I do something called spinal attunement. So
spinal attunement.
Spinal attunement, yes. There are a few different, it's called, one is spinal energetic, spinal attunement. It all comes from the same root that we have different bodies.
Right.
Emotional bodies. And we don't only have our physical bodies. So
Yeah.
a lot of things, the energy might be trapped in one of the other bodies.
You actually went up to someone in the event.
I did.
And you went like this to her back.
Yes.
Because you felt something.
I know.
And it was
Yeah.
unbelievable. Who was it?
That was the lady we had on our podcast.
The podcast, yes,
Yeah.
what's she called? Oh God, with her daughter who lives in Dubai.
You know, the
Donya.
Yeah.
Donya.
Yeah.
It was, and they couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain when
She
it's
said-
raining.
Yeah, rain when it's
Yeah,
raining.
exactly. I came on their
it was
podcast a few weeks ago.
unbelievable. And they couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I
you can
see
Do you
do
that
see
energy.
auras then? Is that what you see?
I don't actually see it, but
No,
I
you
feel
must
it
feel
in my
something.
body where things are stuck.
Really?
One of you has something behind their
Yeah.
heart. So I'm just
I
like
wonder
picking
which
up
one
who it is.
Ah, that's really interesting.
You can
And
feel it.
oftentimes you just work
It's just
with
one-
off it. Yeah.
Gosh.
So
there's-
do you work with quite a few people that have been through a lot of abuse then, obviously?
I
This is
have.
more women
I've
abuse
yeah,
now.
I've
And ever with an abuser, just out of interest?
with an abuser. I mean,
Well, a woman being the abuser.
Well, yeah, or either way.
I have confronted the men that date raped me, 4 of them out of 5.
Wow.
And
How did you do
fine.
that?
I found them.
You found them. So you
Wow.
talked to them.
Yeah, I talked to them, and actually, it was really beautiful. It was really
Yeah, it was-
cathartic.
Yeah.
After 20 years of
Yeah.
forgetting what had happened.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what you
To me.
kind of do on purpose, though, don't you? Mentally.
So I wouldn't say that I actually work with abusers. I've worked with all kinds of people. I've been a trainer and actually training these methods to other coaches and therapists.
Yeah.
But what I mostly do is take couples through a 12-week program, which is called The Beginning, the Ultimate Touch Reset. So a lot of it is online, or actually all of it is online. But I split them up.
Ooh.
The man leads. The woman learns how to stop micromanaging
Oh, yeah.
and how to
Yeah.
receive. So everything comes together in a beautiful 13-minute touch audio that I create for them, and then they go through that together.
Oh, that's interesting. So for people that want to stay together.
Yes,
for
so
people that
I
want to
also
stay-
do have some people that I'm uncoupling
really-
at the moment
Yeah.
because there's a lot.
So
of
that
going
helps
on.
as well.
Yeah.
Just to be more gentle to each other. Yeah.
Well,
Because they've got their
just-
children involved and things like that.
Just like my ex-husband and I are still best friends.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
spend
too.
a lot of time together, and
Yeah.
the kids love it.
Yeah.
They're-
So is it essentially helping people reconnect in
Yeah.
in a physical
Themselves.
way or physical and
Everything.
Everything.
It's a structured way. So I do structured communication. So that's my cards, the intimacy and communication
Yeah, I read
cards.
those cards.
well,
They're
communication's the
fantastic.
biggest destructor, I think. When you stop communicating properly, I just think that's where it all starts going wrong.
But that's it. If you can spend 15 minutes a week just doing the prompts that I give people, and it's always a tell me something. Tell me prompts, or tell me what was the best thing about your day today. I mean, you can use this with kids
Yeah.
instead of just like, how was school?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you
Exactly.
do that, and then there are only 3 answers. Thank
Yeah.
you, clarify that, or summarize that. So it's not because we listen not to understand, but usually to interject, or we're already thinking of what we're going to say.
The next, yeah.
And this way, it just kind of opens up. It's like, oh, we do 15 minutes of hearing each other. Amazing.
Actually listening.
Yeah.
It can't be that many people like you. It's quite unusual.
Yes.
It's really unusual.
Well, it's funny because Mama Gina, I don't know if you know about her, but she's this fabulous American woman. And she talks about boas and, and really getting women into their bodies again. So she was one of the people that I worked with. And that was in one of my intensives that I helped with. And I just see that there is so much woman empowerment in there, but not everything layered. So I kind of like layered different things together. And there's breath work, and there's hypnosis, and there's EMDR,
really big as well.
and there's Tantra, and I'm a Tantrika. So I've had to learn everything.
All that.
Do you think is there a
BDSM.
lot of it sort of getting over vulnerability as well? Like feeling vulnerable, and I think particularly for a woman to feel like, almost vulnerable as in you feel like you're being manipulated maybe, and it's not coming from you, it's because you've been sort of enticed, I think as well, women now are so kind of wanting to be in control of their own bodies and in control of what happens. It's like keeping the balance there in your sex life as well as, as a couple.
I love that. And yes, woman wants to stay in control. And that is the biggest thing that I see that actually hinders the intimacy. And I'm not even talking about the sex itself.
No.
But I'm like, do we even know what we want? And most women don't.
Of course
because we've never been given a role model of a woman who's actually so happy
true.
in her body and, the stretch marks and the saggy skin and just kind of says, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, where have we ever just said, hey, could you stop for a moment? Can we just breathe for a moment? I do this exercise with in my workshops when I have women together, and I get them to make a cup of tea for each other. And I had ITV.
That's so sweet.
I had Fern McCannon with her partner at home, and they were filming for ITV, and we did this thing, getting them to make a cup of tea for each other. And to really accept it, and also then to give a shit sandwich. It's like, hey, I love that you made me the cup of tea, but I asked for this and that and that. Can you go back and make me that, please? Thank you. But it kind of makes it easier then in the bedroom to say, hey, would you stop for a moment?
Yeah.
Can you just slow down?
Yeah.
Can I have softer touch?
Yeah.
Because then it's not about what he's doing wrong or what you're doing wrong, but it's like just adjustments.
Adjustments and gentleness, I think, for some women. Yeah.
Completely.
Goodness, I love it.
Yeah. So what changes do you notice in people once you start working on them? How does it sort of
Do they come back, or do you just see it at the end of a session, or
does it help with their overall confidence?
Oh, completely. I mean, confidence
so
that
good.
goes through the roof. So I had this couple that hadn't had sex in 23 years. So I said,
23?
Yeah.
Right.
So I said, okay. So what we're going to do is going to take sex off the table. And I want you to do the questions, the prompts, the communication prompts every week for 15 minutes. And then I gave them some more homework, really like reactivating that part of the brain that they loved of each other. Like, what are the things that you loved about him? Within, I think, 4 weeks, on week 4, he said to me, he's like, you know that homework that you gave us? I'm like, yeah.
We didn't have time for it.
He said, well, actually, the drought has finished. We have watered the plants. And I'm looking at them going, what are you talking about? It's like, we had sex. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's amazing.
My goodness.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, that is incredible.
And it's just seeing the confidence. And I think all of us want to be understood.
Yeah.
And if you can just bring that to
and
someone
not
where they
feeling
can be
listened
understood.
to. It's so important that we feel listened to. Yeah. So how did you learn everything you know? Is it intuitive? I mean, how
Is this from her trauma originally, and how?
Yeah, so I did a lot of courses. I did a lot of certifications. And I think probably the erotic blueprint, orgasm meditation, I went to become a tantrika. I did all of this. And of course, hypnotherapy and EMDR, et cetera, et cetera. But what really helped me the most is becoming a trainer and teaching other therapists.
It's funny because
Becoming a trainer. So, and are the therapists as good as you? That's the problem.
Well, I'm just
you've
thinking,
had
you
so
know-
much energy and so much experience, and you've had trauma yourself, and you've gone through one husband. Now you had a relation of 10 years, and you've both got 7 children between you, which is great to be able to do that.
I just think there's always
How do you
there's
get
always a
somebody
kind
this
of
good?
there's always a pattern of, you know, how people play things out. Like, you get married. Let's say you get married, and you have issues in your marriage, and then you think, oh gosh, you know, one might be straying, even if it's just, you know, talking to someone else, and then you think, right, okay, we need to fix this. Let's go to relate, and there's always been this kind of like pattern of what you do if you're coming to the end of your marriage. Go and see a counsellor, do this, do that, but no one actually thinks that seeing someone like you would, you know, is much more of a positive way of handling, you know, maybe that miscommunication that's led to you thinking you want to divorce someone.
And
Do you know what I mean?
completely, but also when they do divorce, then I lead them through how to do that consciously.
Oh, really?
And
wow.
how to actually
That's
stay in touch.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yes,
and be
that's-
friends, because now when people have got children and
Because
everything,
it's
it's
so
so
much
You're the
easier.
important.
father of my children.
Yeah,
you know? It's not
exactly.
like just because we either fell
You
out of
don't-
love or we
yeah,
don't relate at the moment.
Well, you change. Your needs change.
Yeah,
How do you
completely.
charge?
How do I charge?
Yeah.
I do sessions. I do packages. So
You do
my
packages.
so my 12-week, the beginning is 3,600 or 3,000 in one go, and then VIP days start at 2,000.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's great. And how do we get hold of you? Are you on a website or?
I have my company is called feelfullyyou.com.
Feel FEEL fully you.com.
So yeah,
That's
so
good.
like to feel fully, because most of
you.
us are like afraid to feel.
Fully you.com.
And I'm
That's
on
great.
Instagram, Juliette
Yeah,
Karaman, and
yeah.
all the
I
rest.
love it.
Yeah, it's
So-
fantastic.
Juliette's going to be a speaker at our next Just Women Live. Can't wait to see you at Just Women Live on June the 18th.
I'm looking
Thanks for
forward
coming
to
into
it.
the podcast. There's so much more I want to hear. That's
I
the
know,
problem.
that's the thing.
I might have to get you back.
It's almost a ...
Yeah.
Come to Just
It's
Women
cool. I'll
Live,
come
and
back.
you'll get to hear more about
Yeah, but I'd like to
Juliette.
get you on another podcast after that. And
Yeah.
maybe in July, August for the September one, because I'd love to hear about couples sex, and I'd like to even try it myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
And so,
we'll just have to come
yeah,
and film
definitely.
it live then.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great.
And I'm really looking forward to
Yeah, it'd be
actually
great.
leading the woman through some
Yeah,
embodiment. And,
great.
How did we meet? Was this online? Wasn't it on Instagram? Did I not find it on
yes, you
Instagram?
said come
And I
and
said,
speak,
"Come
and we're like,
speak.
okay.
I love you, but come and say it first. Do you know what you're going to speak about? But it was good that you
Absolutely.
actually saw what it was about.
It's
It
perfect.
was easier than you just speaking without knowing.
I
It was
think
nice, and everyone's, all those people, a lot of those people will be coming back, so
Amazing.
even better. So yeah, more interesting.
yeah, incredible. I think
Thank
we've got
you.
a really good mix of people this
Yeah.
time as well. It's going to be amazing. So yeah,
So thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks
for
so
having
much,
me.
Juliette.
We hope you'll come back.
Absolutely.